first became interested in photography around the age of 14, where at the time I was doing a lot of acrobatics, and we would use cameras to document the progress of our technique. But then from there, I started doing more experimental and artistic approaches to digital image making, and it hasn't stopped since. I can't say that I have an ideal location of where I would like to show my work. It really depends on the intentions of the series. Now, if I'm making work while traveling in that way, it's likely that that work ends up in a book format, whereas other works are either site-specific installations or gallery-specific installations. The work is usually formatted to the site-specific space where I intend the work to be shown. A work of mine that I'm most proud of is definitely the series Horizon, and there's two reasons for that. The first being that it was technically the hardest series I've ever attempted to make because it required an immense amount of cast and crew members, and more particularly, all the cast members needed to be synchronized and were in frame at all times, regardless of where they were on the actual physical site. And the second reason is that that series was photographed at a location that I speculated was likely to be demolished at some point, and up until a few months ago it existed, and now it is a pit that is no longer what it used to be. And this is a growing trend in Toronto-based infrastructure. Not a lot of places actually fall under the historical building code, and it's very likely that these sites get demolished at some point because of new developments. So I find a lot of my sites that I choose to photograph are a way for me to preserve these places that existed once in Toronto and theatricize them and create this memory that will exist in a photograph for years to come, but physically might become unavailable.